Hello, so I'm back. You can see my little head here. I am back with my Sister Wives review, episode 3 of season 1, the redo. But I just wanted to show this to you, if you want to screenshot it or not, or pause it, whatever you want to do. And this is sort of like the family, well, it is the family tree. Cody with Mary, his first wife, and then Janelle, his second wife, and then Christine third, and Robin fourth. And it seemed to all go downhill with the fourth wife. So this shows the family tree and the children and grandchildren and stuff like that. Since then, obviously, Mykelti has had her twins and things like that, and they're a little bit older, but everything stands as it is. And I think Maddie is having another baby now, or she might have just had it, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to get into episode 3, season 1. I was just leaving that up there for you to have a look. 1 minute. Right, let's get going. Episode 3, season 1 is called Sister Wives on the Move. Clue is in the title. I've just said It starts, this episode, with Cody telling all that he and Robin are now engaged officially, and that the wedding preparations are in full swing, because Robin would like to be married as soon as possible. I'll bet she would. And that he is a man on a mission to make that happen for her. And that it's a birthday next week, and that he encourages the children to make a cake and organise a party to let her know that they really think the world of her, as much as Cody thinks of her. So through this episode, there is quite a lot of the confessionals, and throughout the whole of it, Christine has continued and recaps and reiterates her concerns and worries that this fourth wife, whoever it may be, I know she's met her now, but prior she hadn't, and but just this fourth person coming in to an already what seems like a lovely mechanical, smooth running machine is going to be a spoke in the forks. I mean, I feel like she could have been a bit of a psychic there, but she appreciates that she chose this life and that she has to be part of it too and accept it. All the while, whilst all these wives are feeling a little bit disgruntled and the nose is pushed out and how is it going to be, Cody is in full swing for logistics. Let me get Robin here as soon as I possibly can, because again, throughout one of the confessionals, Christine was saying how he would say, oh, I just don't know how I'm going to get there this weekend to see Robin, or, and she said in the confessional, then you shouldn't be going. If you can't afford it, you shouldn't be going. But I think he was dipping into the family's funds, clearly, to make it happen and get there pretty much, by the sounds of it, I think most weekends, and everybody else suffered at the hands of that. Whilst making and planning the party, the children are sitting around, and they're a bit younger then, and they're all saying about how they were shocked when they saw how young Robin was to start with, and it was a bit like, ew, me dad, but they also understand that that's the lifestyle that their parents have chosen. And what I'm hearing from the kids so far, even being young, is it's not the life that they will. Actually, Leon, he says that it's something, a faith that he wants to follow when he was younger. And Mykelti then said that Robin did one thing that was a little bit odd, and that she was wearing her dad's jacket, and that Robin came up behind her and started sniffing the jacket and smelling the jacket and saying, oh, I really miss your dad. And she felt a little bit weirded out by it. And I think I would, to be honest, if you was a young girl and there was some girl that's probably not that much older than you saying those kind of things to you, it's a bit weird. It then cuts to Robin, and she says that she has lived this faith forever. She was in a polygamous relationship, and they just chose not to take on a sister wife, and that marriage was really toxic, and her ex-husband was really unkind to her, and it led to divorce, and she just is in a much better place now and couldn't be more happy that Cody is going to take on her children and her and become part of this big life family communion thing. It then cuts to a large confessional scene where Christine and the other wives, but it's Christine that verbalises it, found out that Cody apparently sealed his engagement with Robin with a kiss, which is completely against all of their faith rules and beliefs and things like that, and that she found that really devastating, as none of the other wives had that kind of treatment, and that already she feels like he favours Robin, and the other wives do too, but you can see that they're not really willing to say that. Well, particularly Janelle, because I think she, again, is just a silent woman and she watches and she's really methodical, isn't she? And her time will come. Cody and Robin are on the sofa when Christina said that, looking a little bit like the cat that got the cream, the pair of them, a little sly smile between themselves. And then Robin said that, and starts crying, that she didn't want to break anybody's heart, but didn't realise she'd break her own in the process as well. Mary then becomes upset in the same confessional, saying that she feels pushed out and she was happy with life as it was, even though allegedly it's her that got them together. That she was really, it's only her faith and her daughter that keeps her staying, because she feels like, again, Robin is favoured and there's obviously a trend already. She hasn't even goddamn moved there. Cody, at that point when Mary's saying that, looks really pissed off, quite frankly, and it's quite evident that speaking about Robin in a way that's not favourable is clearly a no-no right from the get-go. So the rest of the show centres around Christine and Cody going to their OBGYN, it's like the maternity ward in the UK, for one of her final checkups, and that the baby is due in 3 weeks and that she can't wait, even though it's been a long time in between. She's really excited. They found a place now for Robin that's 45 minutes away from their main house. There was a time that they were thinking about, I suspect it was just Cody, thinking about moving her into the big house, and Robin was like, absolutely not, I'm not doing that. I'm not, no. So clearly she is in it already. She knows what she wants and she knows what she's going to get, and there's no maneuver. She wants what she wants. Robin goes on to say that because they're unmarried, she just simply couldn't do that. I call bullshit. She wants her own house. She wants to be segregated from them, really. She goes on to say that she's hid her faith all of her life, and that when she's seen on the show, that some of her friends or all friends will have a really big shock when they see her. She then goes on to explain that Dayton, her eldest, has got Asperger's and autism, and worries that the move will mess up his routine. It does show a picture in Dayton's room of Cody and Robin smashed on the floor. I feel like that's very telling. I feel like that kid's not feeling it, it's not digging it. But she says it was by accident, totally by accident. She then starts crying and saying how much she loves Maddie, but she doesn't shed a tear when she's talking about her own kids moving to Utah and settling in, making friends, worrying about them settling in, particularly Dayton. Not a tear in sight. I was going to pause it then, but I won't. So basically then, the last thing is that they are all at Robin's house with a big van, collecting everything, packing everything, and then it shows Cody basically hop, skipping and jumping into the van to drive her to Utah. Then they are all in her new property and they are unpacking, and that's pretty much as it's left. So I wrote on here though that Robin was throwing like shady looks at Christine, but I can't remember what I wrote that for. I wrote it on the side somewhere. But clearly right from the get-go, there's like a bit of friction, isn't there? I just think that it's second time round, it's really telling. But thank you for watching. If you've stayed watching, please give it a share and a like if you can. And I will try my hardest not to say So yeah, have a nice evening.